Hello and welcome to my Stitch with me. I'm Sharon. This is Fun with Cross Stitch. I thought we'd work on Mini I Love You today by Randal Spangler. Now if you've watched my floss tube, which is uploading now, so you will by the time this one comes up, you'll know I mentioned it on my floss tube that was going to work on this one today. Now, everything should go okay this time. Tiger is asleep on the chair, so he shouldn't be a little bugger like he was in the floss tube. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully this doesn't shake around. I've got you attached to my stand today. I thought I'd see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't wobble around too much. If it does, let me know and I won't do it this way again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I thought I'd start the new one and then you can come along the whole journey with me. This has worked on 18 count aider. This aider is very stiff though. So we'll see how we go. It's a lot stiffer than the other ones. I didn't wash it beforehand. Maybe I should have. But we'll see. It all works out. Sorry about that. That's hubby messaging me. I don't want to turn it off because of him not being home. Just 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so we're starting in the middle. So that's around his, I think it's be about around his neck. So we'll see, there's a lot of brown in this part, so I'm guessing it's around his neck. Looks like it. So how has everybody been? I've been pretty busy here. For the last 2 weeks, it's been pretty quiet. I thought I'd get heaps of stitching done, but you know, I couldn't stitch as much as normal. I don't know why, but just couldn't seem to stitch. But I still got a lot done. So that's a good thing. Sorry about that, just give me 1 minute. Yeah, hubby worked for the 2 weeks. He worked yesterday and today he's just looking around Catherine. So he's just sightseeing. And then he leaves really early in the morning. Got to get up about 5:30. Go and have some breakfast before he leaves. And it's a 3.5 hour drive from Catherine to Darwin. I don't think there's much to see on the drive. I think it's all just bushlands. I'm not sure, I've never been there myself. But he's got a 3.5 hour drive, and he drives back to the Lynn Fox yard. and get someone to drive him to the airport. And then he's got a 4-hour flight home, which didn't think it'd be such a long flight, but 4 hours. So he won't get home until about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'm gonna go earlier and meet him at the airport. I'll park the car at the station and go in by train. It's easier than trying to find somewhere to park at the airport. Yeah, so I'll just jump on the train, go for a train ride. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if I can count down without getting it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Normally when I try and do this, I get it wrong. I like to go along and go off the colours that I'm already doing and not travel too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it should be all good. Yeah, so it's going to be a full day tomorrow. So I'll get up early. I've got to go to the post office, post some bags to New Zealand. And make sure everything's sorted this end. And then about 4 o'clock, I'll go and hop on a train. And go and pick hubby up. I don't actually go into the airport. So I'll get the train from here, and then I'll go to Roma Street, get off the train, and then just wait on the platform, because it'll be on the same platform that we need to get our train back. So I'll wait on the platform, and when hubby comes down, then we'll get the train back. So I don't actually leave the station. So that's okay. It's over $30 for a ticket now just to get to the airport. So I don't know how much it'll cost for me, because I'll tag on this end. I'll tag on at Springfield and travel up, and then I won't get off, and then I'll tag off when I get back. So I don't know what that will cost, because I'm not leaving the station. So it'll just sort of go as a continuous travel, I guess. And we'll see. Sorry about that, just answering hubby as we go. Yeah, so that's a full day tomorrow, and then Tuesday morning we get up, we take Milo, our dog, to the kennels, get him booked in, see our neighbour, to look after Milo, Tiger. So he'll come over, he'll feed him, make sure he's got water, and he'll play with him. He'll spend a bit of time here with him and just play with him and cuddle him. But I think he's gonna miss us while we're gone. But it's not the first time we've gone away and left him. He's always had someone to look after him. We don't put him in the kennels because he's got the cat flu. Otherwise he'd have to be separated, so he'd only have to be in a little cage. So that's not fair on him. So while someone can come in here and look after him for us, we do it that way. Then he's got his own home. Doesn't have to go in somewhere else. So that works. Excuse me again, sorry. I don't know if I can edit these out, but hopefully you don't mind. It's all part of the day, isn't it? Alright, so we'll end this thread in a minute. Might just end it on the front so I don't flip you around and rock the camera too much. I'm hoping it's not rocking too much. If it is, let me know and I'll go back to putting it on the table because it's on the stand. And with this aider, it's pretty stiff. So it does take a bit more to get it through. So I'm hoping it's okay. Not much else has been happening around here. It's fairly quiet. My neighbours had a party last night. They were a bit rowdy, but they kept it in their own yard. So that was okay. And then I heard some cars pull up at, I think it was about 10:30. And then all the rowdiness stopped, so all the noisy people went home. So that was okay. Might park this to the side. Oh, look at that, half a stitch. That was clever. That's okay. Yeah, so they weren't too noisy, which was good, but it's Friday. It's today's Sunday. Saturday night, you can't really complain. There's not much you can do about it, but they weren't too bad. I'm hoping to take a lot of photos when we go away, so I'll show you them. I'll do a I might put it in the beginning of the video. Could either put it on the beginning as a slideshow, like I do with my patterns, my finishes, or I could just put them on as we're talking. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how we go. See how many I take. I might be able to put some at the front of the video and then the rest as we're going along. Because like I said, I won't have a lot of stitching done. You'll be able to see more of this one. And I might be able to get, say, 2 or 3 done. So it won't be a very big stitchy fortnight, but that's okay. You got to have a break every now and then. I hope this is still recording okay. It says it is. Can't see how long we've been recording because I can't see it properly. Let's see if I can have a look. 15 minutes, that's all right. 15 minutes, we've done 35. Bit slower on this one because of it being a stiffer aider, but that's okay. Can't always be fast. On my floss tube that's uploading now, I've asked for your help for a project. I have 2 charts. They're 2 samplers, and I want to take one of them through to next year, but I can't decide which one. So I show both of them. One of them is Blue Rose, I think it is, or Bud. And then the other one's 16th Century. So if you go along and watch that one, I'd really love your input. Some ideas, which one you think I should start. As I mentioned, I've got 10 skeins of water lilies. So I want to use them. So I thought the best thing to use them on would be a sampler. Gone in the wrong spot. Yes, I'm going to put another sampler in. My phone's making a lot of noise, but there's nothing there. Work that one out. Apparently it's 40 degrees up in Catherine, so it's a bit hot. But yeah, if you could help me decide, that would be great. But I might as well use up the water lilies. I think 10 will do either one of the charts, because there's a lot in one skein. So 10 skeins, you don't normally use 10 skeins for a project, I don't think. I don't know, I'm new to using water lilies. I've used them, 1, 2, 3. I used them on Florentine, the Mirabilia that I'm doing. And I think that's the first time I've used fancy floss. Besides Chronic, I've used Chronic. So that one's alright. I don't mind using that. I used it in the Peak Santa cushion for the belt buckles, because I thought that would give it a bit more of a shine to it, something different. So that's all done anyway. If I could flip the camera around, I would, and show you where Tiger's laying, but I can't move it. But he's, from this morning, he was running around crazy and very, very energetic, to now just wanting to sleep. He wore himself out, I think. But that's okay. It gives me a chance to stitch without him grabbing the cotton, because normally he can sit underneath the cross stitch stand and grab the cotton. You'll notice I'm doing it in a hoop today. I don't normally use hoops, because I find that they're harder to, well, I think they're harder to use than the frames. I like the frames. There's no point, I'm not saying that it squashes stitches, because the frames do the same, but they soon plump up when you wash them. And this is one that'll be washed. But I ran out of frames. I didn't want to take one off the other ones yet. So I either have to buy more frames, or keep using the hoop, or just take some off the frames as I'm using them. The ones that aren't going through to next year, I might take off the frame so they're not sitting on a frame for 12 months. That might be the go, I think. I've got a few of them that I'm not taking through, so they're on frames or Q-snaps. I do have the scroll rods, but I have trouble attaching the fabric onto the scroll rod. I mean, otherwise I've got probably about 6 of them I could use, but I have trouble attaching it, so I haven't mastered that bit yet. That's why I use Q-snaps, because you just put it on and it's easy, away you go. Seems to be going off to the side a lot. Just following this colour where it goes. So the small piece up here must be red. Must be around here. I must be doing one of these long bits. I thought I was about here. Maybe. Maybe because there's a lot of different shades of brown in his stomach too. We will just keep going on and find out where it brings us. This will upload tomorrow while I'm on the train, because it doesn't use a lot of, well, it uses a bit of battery, but it's mainly the internet that I can't, because we're in a because we're in a low set house. Well, we've got the top level and the bottom level, but it's not a 2-story. It's just got 6 stairs in the middle. Because we're in that sort of a house, downstairs where I am at the moment in the lounge room, the internet is not as good. But when you go upstairs to the bedroom or the media room, or even just stand at the door, the front door, the internet's a bit better. But when you go out, I can drive from here to the shops, and when I'm uploading a video, and it'll go up about 5-6% in a short distance, whereas 5 or 6% at home might take about 2 hours. That's just the way the internet is. I don't know if it's the same everywhere. We've got NBN, but I think it's just the house. I don't know, it works enough. I can always watch floss tubes. They work all right. It's just uploading and downloading videos. This Ada sure is stiff compared to what I normally stitch on. That's okay. So what has everyone else been up to? How's the weather been treating you all? It's overcast here again today. It's not too bad. It's nice and cool. I've still got the fan on, just to take a bit of the heat out of the room, but it's not too hot. Not hot enough to have the aircon on down here at the moment. I know in some places you've still got the floods. Forbes have got floods still. That's where hubby's mum is. But I don't think she's been evacuated. Oh, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. Sorted that one out. I think once I work on this a bit more, won't be so stiff. It's just a matter of how many times you handle it, I guess. So I'll take the car out in the morning and get it all fueled up, ready for Tuesday. Our friends are meeting us down there on Wednesday. We've got Outback Spectacular booked in for Friday night, so that should be good. Just got to check to see whether we can get a courtesy bus from the motel to Outback. See if we can book one of them, because we're not, once we get there, we're not driving. It's not a holiday if hubby's driving, and as he drives for a living. It's supposed to be 25 degrees at the Gold Coast, so that'll be a nice change. Like I said, here at the moment it's quite nice. It's overcast, but nice. I like it when it's cooler. You don't sweat as much. You can get more done, because when in the heat you just don't feel like doing anything. I had a needle minder of Mum and myself and the Easter Bunny, one from one Easter. I thought I'd put that on this one. I'm going to start making needle minders for next year. I should have mentioned on my floss tube. I'm going to start doing Christmas boxes as well, but I'll do more detail on those on the floss tube, because not everyone watches stitches with me. So I'll do that on the floss tube. I meant to do it today, but it just slipped my mind. This brown seems to be going forever. Right. I really like this dragon. It's not very big. It's only 144 by 214. So in theory, in saying that, when I done my tiger one from Heaven and Earth, that was a mini. That one only took me 6 months or thereabouts. So, but with doing more than just one project now, I think this one might take a bit longer. But I'll just keep going and see how I go. See if I can get some finishes next year. I'm not sure whether to, if I get a finish, bring in another one, or just keep going on what I've got out of the 23 and see how many I can get finished by the end of the year. Start with 23 and see how many I end up with. Will I end up with 20? That's a thought too. I'm not quite sure. And then probably 24, I don't know about. Yeah, 24, I don't know. I won't be doing no new starts, I don't think. I'll be doing some starts. Just not sure yet. That's 12 months away. We'll see. And we'll see what happens. I've brought some more fabric to make some more bags, so that'll keep me busy. I'll make some Christmas bags up and put them on the group page, show them in floss tube, because not everyone is on Facebook. So here we go. Sounds like the neighbour's doing work in his yard. Getting things organised. that's half an hour. I might leave that there today because it is nearly 1 o'clock. I'm going to have some lunch and bring hubby back. So there we are. We done 120 stitches. It doesn't look like 120 stitches there, does it? Okay. Whereabouts are we? Oh no, okay, we're under his mouth. That's why it's going off. That's his mouth. Okay. Oh, so that's good. I'll get his face in. I'll get his face in and then I'll work to the bottom. I don't think I should do all the dragon first and then do the background. I don't know. I'll see. But those colours in the background will be nice. I could have done it on a coloured fabric and then just done the dragon up to here and then done the trees. But I like it the way it is. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. I'll upload this tonight because the other one's uploading at the moment. So I won't do two, otherwise they won't upload properly. So until next time, happy stitching, everybody. Bye.